Hi everyone, in this video, I will show you how to make thumbnail in Canva. So open your Canva and then go to create the design, search for YouTube thumbnail, scroll down and then tap this YouTube thumbnail right here. It will take you to another page and this is what it looks like. So this is where we're going to create our thumbnail. Then what you're going to do next is you have to go to elements. Here you can see shapes and different things like graphics. And we're looking for frames. So go directly to frames, tap see all. Actually, everything is up to you. You can add whatever frame you want. But if you just want to follow my tutorial, then you can follow what frame I'm going to drag into the page. For example, I want to look for something in blob category, and let me look for something that has a unique shape. So for example, I want to use this one, this frame right here. So what you're going to do is you can double click or you can drag that specific frame to the frame and this is what it looks like. Now you can resize this. Let me resize this and add again another one beside it. You can choose a different frame. Okay. This is not the same. Okay. This is not the same. It's just look the same. So this is what it looks like. I have two blob frames right here. Then go back to elements. And then this time, we're going to look for something like, because our YouTube video is all about kids painting. Like your tutorial is how to make or what are the activities for kids. And one of the activities they can do at home is painting. We can look for kid painting right here. Choose whatever image you want. So here I'm going to click this kid because he has this captivating smile. Let me resize this. Okay, this is what it looks like. Now, we're not going to use the background here. So I strongly suggest that you use Canva Pro, but actually, you can do the other way. I mean, you can remove this using other websites that you want. But since we're talking about, or this tutorial is all about Canva, I strongly suggest that you upgrade your account into Pro. Now go to edit image and then look for Magic Studio, click this picture remover to remove the background of the picture. So the result should be like this, okay? So that's the advantage of upgrading your plan into Pro. You can see this picture remover when you tap this edit image. So you can resize the image of the kid and after that, once you have added this image right here and frames, what we're going to do now is we're going to look another image that is also related to painting. So kid painting and drawing. What we're going to do now is we're going to add the image or drag the image into blob frames. Okay, so let me look one and then drag that image to the frame. So that's the good thing about adding frames here. Whatever the size of the picture or image, it will fit into the frame. So that's the advantage, or that's the use of putting frames or adding frames inside the page. So everything is up to you. Look for an image that you think is like captivating or you think that kids or watchers would love to see. Okay. So after adding that specific image right here, so I have two images inside these two blob frames. What I'm going to do next, once you found these two perfect images, is we're going to add a shadow, but it should be like a color, something that can highlight the image. So what we're going to do now is we have to look for that specific color. We have here photo colors. That means these colors are the same with the pictures. Okay, so these colors, you can see it in the pictures, like blue, brown, something like that. So by the way, let's add a background first. You can choose from photo colors or you can choose from default colors. Always choose the perfect color that it will not, it's not contradicting with the images here. Okay, so you can choose yellow, you can choose brighter ones. As much as possible, look for brighter colors to set as your background here to your thumbnail. So feel free to change it, feel free to look for something better if you think that it's not that kind of good or it's not kind of match your to your images, then you can look for other colors instead. So we have here the background color. I might change that later. It's just temporary, I think. Okay. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to duplicate this picture. Tap this one, tap duplicate. But this time we are going to change this into colors or turn this image into color. So tap this, go to colors, right click, and then go to layer, and then send this or send backward. Tap send backward, layer, send backward, resize, something like that. Okay, so feel free to change it. I might change it later. Okay, it depends. So this is what it is like. It's like a shadow. It highlights the image. So for the second picture inside the blob frame, do the same thing. Right click, layer, send backward, and then look for the specific color. You can change the color. Everything is up to you. Okay, so make sure that it's not the same color as your background. These are just temporary. I might change the colors later. I might change it to same color as my image, for example, blue or maroon or red, something like that. Anyways, we can change that later. So let's go to our image here, the kid to be exact. We're going to create shadows and the shadow should be white. So what we're going to do now is we're going to tap the image and then we're going to duplicate it 3 times. 4 times, everything is up to you, but for this tutorial, I'm going to duplicate it 3 times. So tap the image, tap this plus or duplicate icon. One. Okay, let's do one first. Okay. And then go to edit image. Look for duotone. That is under effects. Select any of the duotone here. So let's just say fuchsia. Tap this one. And then we're going to adjust the color. Tap highlights and set this into white. Shadows, set this into white. And the result will be like this because we can see white. After that, click the image again. And then we need to go to adjust. We're going to adjust shadows and brightness here. So tap image and then go back to edit image and then go to adjust. Specifically, go to adjust, that is text effects. Actually, we're looking for the blur effect right here, but I cannot find it. So if you know how to adjust everything here that might result into blur, yes, you can. But for me, I don't know. So I'll just do the other method, and that is to tap transparency and decrease transparency of this image or this duotone right here. Tap transparency, decrease, and it's also same thing with making this image blur. Right click, layer, send backward, and that's it. Now I can move the white shadow. So it should be like this. Duplicate 3 times, layer, send backward, duplicate again, the white background or the white shadow. Right click, layer, send backward, and then adjust it. Okay, so yes, you can just simply adjust it to whatever you want, but for the sake of this tutorial, I just want to show it like this. So it looks like a shadow of a kid. Okay, so that's it, but it doesn't end there. So as you can see, we're going to add something here on our background. Now, what we're going to do next, since we have this shadows and like a background color of this blob frames right here, we're going to add a text. For example, bored or fun. You just have to go to text, add a heading. And then we're going to adjust some settings here. Go to fonts and then look for this font style. siphon, I don't know how to say that. And then after that, you can change the font size. Let's just say 120 should be bigger. And then go to spacing. For letter spacing, it could be minus 30 or 20. It's up to you. And then for line spacing too, you can change that. And then after that, we're going to change the color. Tap this. For example, this one right here. Duplicate. Change the color to whatever color you want. So something that is the same with any of the photo color right here. Okay, so everything is up to you. The result should be good. Okay, you can choose from any of the colors here. For the meantime, that color is perfect for me. Okay, so now that we have this, we're going to add another one. So for example, actually you can also do like bored at home or fun or looking for things to do at home. I'm going to add something like fun things to do at home, but I just put the question mark for fun because that would be the first word that people can see and it may captivate or it may get their attention. So everything is up to you. You can say bored at home, fun at home, or looking for some fun at home, or fun things to do at home. Everything is up to you. But for the first one word, it should be bigger, something like that. So it's something like this, but actually, I'm not satisfied for looking for some fun. I want to put the word below fun. So I have to think again another, word for this. So it should be like fun things to do at home. So let me change this. So here I have changed it. For font style of things to do at home, it's handwriting and then finger paint. So this is what it looks like. Now, we will not end here, of course. What we're going to do next, since we have the images and then words here, what we're going to do now is we're going to add something to our background. So go to elements and then this time let's look for something that can make our background lively. So we can look for paint pattern, go to graphics and then look for the specific paint pattern that you want to use and set as your background right here. So let me try this one. And don't worry, we're just going to change the color here. So you can cover the whole page. Don't worry. We will set this as, or we will go to position and tap back so that it will not, or it will not contradict to our pictures, or it will not cover the picture. So if you can't, if you see that if you go to layer and then tap background or send to back, it will still cover the image, specifically the frames. So what you're going to do is you have to go to position and then tap back in order for it to not cover the images here. Now you can change the colors into yellow. Everything is up to you. For me, it's yellow and then decrease transparency. So as you can see, it still covers the images or the frame, but don't worry about that. We can find a way later. So focus on changing the color of this. For example, if you want to highlight your frames, then you can go or drag your frames, your pictures, go to edit image and then increase brightness. Okay, increase brightness. Same goes with this kid face right here. You can tap this, go to edit image, and then increase brightness. So once you're okay with the result of your frames, the image right here, again, we're going to cover this. Okay, and then in order for you to simply set this as a background, that it will not cover your frames and your other images here. Click, go to position, click to back, and the result should be like this. As you can see, it didn't cover the frame, didn't cover the image. So basically, this is how you create a simple thumbnail to your YouTube. You can change everything here, like the color. You can change the background color. You can change the paint pattern color. Everything is up to you. You can even change the kid Okay, the image right here, feel free to do that. And you can also add some effects with the word. For example, you can change this into outline and then increase the shadow or lift. Always look for something that could give the best result of your thumbnail. Okay, so you can tap this image, go to adjust, and then increase brightness. Okay, and as you can see, the brightness of image here is set to 32. But you can also change the contrast and then change shadows. You can play with the settings and adjustments right here. You just have to look and pick the one with the best result. Okay, so you can change the words. Everything is up to you. But basically, this is how you create a thumbnail for art or for other things. If you are creating a thumbnail for technology, then you can change this into gadgets, the image into gadgets. If you are into tutorial for mobile phones, you can change this to mobile phone. But basically, this is how you create a thumbnail. Once done, go to share, tap download. Set this to PNG as suggested, or JPG or PDF. But for thumbnail, of course, it's PNG. And then click download. Wait for a couple of seconds as it is downloading, and you will see the result. I know that you can do better than this, but this is just a basic tutorial. So I really hope that you liked this video. So if you have found this video helpful, please do like and subscribe to our channel. See you again in our next video tutorials.